So this short little clip is a speed drawing using a Serif Affinity Designer, which is a program I started using probably about 8 or 9 years ago. Now, normally what I do with these things is I create a baseline pencil sketch and then I import that in as a base layer, lock it, and then I start to draw over the top. In essence, there's nothing special about what I'm doing here. I'm really just creating coloured polygons with various numbers of points on it, and overlaying black on white black lines, or sometimes white lines, over the top, and then changing the actual stroke of those lines as needs dictate to try and create the sort of, I suppose, the visual cues of depth and other bits and pieces. My background was originally as a traditionally trained illustrator, so those are the days when we had rooms of 20 or 30 people sat on big drawing boards with a variety assortment of ink pens and using different line weights to get the shapes onto physical board, artboard. If you made a mistake, you had a problem, you had to try and scratch it out. Obviously it's a lot easier nowadays because you just use digital. You can just delete it, remove the polygons, try again. So stuff nowadays makes it a lot easier. Now Serif, I suppose, or the Affinity Designer is a bit like the Adobe Illustrator, but it's not charging on a month-by-month basis. I bought my copy for, I think it was £38, and then that just works through the upgrades until there's a major release, and then you have to buy the license again if you want to upgrade, but they're not forcing you to upgrade, which is a really good thing. I found that everything I want is actually in the application, and I've not really had any issues, but then I'm not working in a commercial environment when everybody else is using the same platform. But I think Affinity Design has come on quite a long way. The only thing I've not been able to do is export in a .ai format because that's proprietary to Adobe. Here you can see I'm sort of filling all the various shapes in and creating the illusion of depth, which it's not. It's just a series of flat lines on a screen, just adding in various details and adjusting things as I go for things that don't look quite right. Now, I'm from the era where a Sunbeam Imp was around, obviously not anymore, so this is all done from memory, but in essence it's a very easy way of creating something, and I'm almost at the last point now, just doing the actual shape of the logos, which is a rough sort of thing of the badges at the time, but it just helps to complete the image. And once I've done all that, I'm pretty much done, and then it's just export that as a PDF or print it out or do whatever I want with it. So on the whole, I found the Affinity range of programs very, very useful. So I would be surprised if anybody else couldn't really get a lot out of the actual program. So pretty much I think we're almost there now. Yeah, so that's it. One Sunbeam Imp.